Hello, hello. How to cope when your partner's parenting style is different to yours? Welcome to another Wednesday Live. We are now broadcasting on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. So wonderful to have you join us. I am Yolanda from Empowered Parenting. So let's look at what you can be doing to cope better with your partner's different parenting style. So to start with, let's acknowledge that it's not uncommon for parents to have differences in opinions. Parents have been raised differently. They have had different experiences. The parenting style of their parents have been different. I often find dads come in from a perspective of wanting to teach their child life skills and keep them more prepared for the big world, while as mums have a tendency to be more nurturing and more about meeting their child's needs on a more nurturing level that comes from their feminine presence. So it is not uncommon for parents to have differences in opinion. And if you and your partner argue about everything from your baby's sleep schedule, potty training, homework expectations, the amount of work they do, how clean they keep their room, their social media use, you are not alone. Every relationship faces challenges when kids enter the scene. However, what we need to remember, despite parenting disagreements being normal, it is important to address these differences. So here is our perspective from the empowered parenting point of view. Why is empowered parenting unique in its approach to the way parents address this issue? Is empowered parenting allows or gives parents an opportunity to take back their power, their control over the way they react. When moms come to me saying, Yolanda, I'm really frustrated with my partner. He tends to be more angry, more frustrated, whereas I have done all of this work and I am here trying to be more calm, and he goes and wrecks all of the work that I have done. Have you been that kind of parent? Have you experienced this? Put it in the chat box and tell me. I find so many parents, so many moms out there looking for ways that they can improve their own parenting experience, change the way they approach to be more conscious, and their partners, the dads come into the room, yell at the kids, and disrupt all of their hard work, is what I hear parents say. So tell me if this is you. Do you find that you are the more conscious parent, that you have watched all those tutorials, all of those, you've been following the empowered parenting lives and our advice for so long, that all of this time and effort, and maybe even joined our programs and found that your partner has come in and disrupted everything? Well, here is how we ask you to approach it. Your partner is bringing in his own unique experience into your parenting experience, into your child's world. When our child grow up and face a real world, guess what? They're going to be faced with a lot of different personalities. So why not we begin this at home? So allow for your partner, so long as he isn't beating them, abusing them, emotionally abusing them, or physically harming them, allow him to bring his personality into parenting your kids or your kids jointly, and allow for your kids to experience the dad. Or in some cases, it can also be the mom that takes on the more authoritarian role. So I'm mindful about both partners having different roles. What I often say to parents is, what our child learns and who they tend to be more attracted to or more drawn towards or follow through more is the parent who is the most joyful parent. Remember that, write that down. Your child will automatically, energetically be drawn to the values, to the parenting style of the more joyful parent. So if this is you, because you're the one watching this live right now, then are you being the more joyful parent to your child? Show up as your more joyful parent, and you will be the parent that your child chooses to be more, to be greatly influenced by. As you parent your child, or as your partner parents your child in ways that are not congruent with you, the same techniques that you use with being patient with your child, being more present, listening in for what their core needs are. Like I say, become the observer when your child is playing out behavior that is not conducive. We ask you in empowered parenting to become the observer. Observe what's coming up within you as your child is playing out their challenging behavior. Address that, hold space for what's coming up for you so that you can then approach your child more intuitively and address their core needs. In the same way, I ask you, why not use your partner's differences in parenting style as an opportunity for your own personal growth? In the same way, we ask you to challenge yourself to be that parent that when their child is playing out a challenging behavior, to become more conscious, become more present, become more patient, acknowledge what's coming up for you, hold space for your emotions, and from that space, you are better able to handle your child. In the same way, do the same for your partner. As you hold space for the emotions that come up from within you, as your partner is playing out his parenting pattern, become curious to know what is it that your partner has been through. Become the observer of his reaction. Ask questions when he's calmed down, when things have settled. Ask questions to find out what his parenting experience has been. What are some blocks? What are some fears that have been instilled into him from his own parenting? What is his languaging of where he does not feel like a good enough parent? Men especially want to be protectors of their kids, want to be providers, want to be the parent who teaches their child survival skills. So where is it that he is struggling to impart these values? Become an observer. What is it that he sees in you? Is it his own parenting that has come through? What role has his mom played in his own upbringing? Does he have any blocks around the way he was parented? And is he bringing that into his parenting with his kids? What are some underlying fears? So as you become the observer, as you begin to hold space for your own emotions, you will be able to hold space for your partner, hear him out for where he's coming from, and allow the two of you to have better and greater communication, which will in turn allow you to have a better relationship with your spouse. So to summarize, we come together into our parenting experiences with our unique parenting personality types, our unique parenting styles. Men being men have their own needs, and women being women have their own nurturing ways in which they choose to parent their child. So it's important to communicate, to be clear about what your expectations are on your parenting journey. Be open with listening to your partners. Allow him to voice out what are his fears. Become curious about his own stories in his own parenting. Another important thing is not to criticize each other in front of the kids, because if we do that, it creates an environment where our kids can start to feel unsafe. So it's important that we don't allow our kids to witness our disagreements. And if that does happen, being mindful to be the parent who is more patient, who is holding space for their own emotions in order to be able to hold space for their partner's outbursts. Allow your child to see that. Allow your child to see that you are the more joyful parent. In order to be the one who influences your child on a much more higher, greater level, be the parent that is more joyful. Remember that you and your partner are on the same team. Have that time, make couple time together where you talk about what your values are, become more open to understanding your own fears and share that with your partner. Share your upbringing, share the fears that came in through the way you were parented with your partner, so he can understand where your need to parent in a specific way comes from. And do not hesitate to take help. Do not hesitate to seek guidance. Today, I am offering parents who would like to uncover their parenting style with me on a free 30-minute session. Use the link below in the comment section, book in your free session, and let's jump on a chat. Don't hesitate to get support, to get help. And today I'm offering 3 parents the opportunity to jump on a session along with your partner if you choose, and uncover your parenting style. Let's look at what discrepancies exist between the two of you so we can create a more united front of parents being on the same team. I am also running my event, a workshop, parenting workshop, emotional resilience for parents raising emotional resilient kids, and that is happening in 2 weeks' time. We have free tickets to give away, so in the comment section you will find a link. Otherwise, just say me and you can have a link to our session, a free 30-minute session, or say workshop and get the link to our workshop happening in 2 weeks. So much value to be offered, guys. If you are watching the replay, say #replay. I look forward to supporting you. Feel free to put your questions in the comment section and I will be here to answer your questions. Are you struggling with getting your partner on board? Listening to this video, there is so much here that we have covered, and what you can do, what you can be aware of, how you can be more of an observer to understand better, to improve your communication skills, and in turn raise your kids in a harmonious and peaceful environment where you get to be the most joyful parent in the relationship with your kids. I look forward to supporting you. Stay tuned. Next Wednesday at 6 p.m. we will cover a new topic.